Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a crab boil. I spent a lot of time growing up in Jacksonville. Shout out to Duval County. Well, we had crab boils like every week, but we had blue crabs. I live in Georgia now, and it's kind of hard for me to find live blue crabs. So today I'm doing a crab boil on Dungeness crabs. They're very meaty crabs, and it is kind of like the jumbo lump meat and blue crabs. So I have my crab pot. What I did was I already got it started boiling with water. Okay, so it's boiling now, and I have this pot here about 2/3 way full. I'm sorry, 1/3 way full of water. So it's about right here, okay? And the water is boiling now. Okay, so let me let you see what I put in my crab boil. So I put, this is a Zatarain's crab boil, but I just basically use any crab boil. And I use Old Bay, okay? And I use Cajun seasoning and salt. That's all I put in my crab boil. Back in the day, I used to cut up onion, bell pepper, and things like that. But I mean, to me, it tastes a little bit better when I just use these few ingredients. Sometimes less is more. So I start out by putting salt. It seems like a lot of salt, but you're not going to be able to taste the salt. So it looks like it's about a 1/4 cup of salt. Then I use Old Bay. This one is already open, so let me go ahead and open this one. So right now, I'm putting Old Bay in there, about 3 tablespoons. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the Cajun season, Louisiana Cajun season, and I use about 2 tablespoons. Also, I like to add a little bit of accent. Okay, and I just let that boil. It's already boiling. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to add boiled eggs. Well, I'm going to put eggs in there and let the eggs boil. So that's going to be part of the crab boil. I have sausage, smoked sausage, and these are Roger Wood. I threw the pack away, but they're called Roger Wood smoked sausage. I used to use these a lot when I lived in Jacksonville. And so I was so glad to find them here. So ever since then, I've been using them here in Georgia as well. So we use the Roger Wood. Also, I'm going to use the yellow Yukon potatoes. I used to use the red potatoes. One time I didn't have them, and I had these gold potatoes and used them by accident. And I've been using them ever since. They have great flavor. Okay? All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead on and we're going to add the eggs. You have to be careful with the eggs, being that the water has already started boiling. You want to make sure you don't burn yourself. So I put them in either a strainer or a bowl first to drop them in. So that was 6 boiled eggs, and it really depends on how many people you're going to serve, how many eggs you need. I like to have eggs with my crab boil because I got this little technique where once they boil, I take them out, I kind of crack them, then I put them back in the crab boiled water and just let them sit, and then the seasoning goes through. So I like boiled eggs. So do a few more. Okay. Gently. Okay. So, there we have it. We got our eggs. Now, I'm going to add the sausage. I just basically, I just cut this pack of sausage open. I wash them off. And I drop them in the pot. Sometimes I cut them. It depends. So this time I might cut them. Sometimes I leave them whole. So I'm just going to cut them in half. Right there. So they're just, I just cut them in half. And I just add them to the pot. I can put them in the bowl again because I want to make sure I don't burn myself. Now rinse them out. Cut them. Now put them in the crab pot. Okay, so now I got the eggs in there. I got the sausage. Now I'm going to go ahead and wash the potatoes off. I'm going to cut them maybe in quarters or a little smaller, and then I'm going to add them to the crab boil. Again, it depends on how many people you're going to feed, how many potatoes you'll need. Okay. Okay, I just washed them off. What I'm going to do is come over here and then I'll just cut the potatoes.
Is looking fantastic. I'm going to say it was all sun for 4th of July. Let's get over to Storm outside.
Okay, and that's quarter. Sometimes I cut them smaller than that. Because a quarter sometimes might be a bit big.
The southern coast of Florida. We're talking about here the west coast. They will be coming through the Keys and potentially.
And I just take my time. I'm not in a hurry. I just cut them. Going in the pot.
Increasing showers and storms. We're going to see on Wednesday, it's going to be all rain, and temperatures being in the low 80s. We certainly expect this for sure. First Alert 70 forecasted improving weather Saturday. The bottom line, heat wave. Saturday, over 11 to Broadway, which will benefit the Dragonfly Trail. So what is going on there, which looks really good. Weather is spectacular.
All right.
Next week, because we're also watching the top a lot to happen with that. But this weekend, Jimmy gave me the keys to the car field. I'm actually operating this phone, and we do have a lot of activity going on. You trust me big time. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like this. You don't want them too big. That's all. I just take the bowl and I just put them in the bowl. And I just add them to the crab bowl. Okay. Gently. Don't want to burn yourself. It's really very easy. Okay. So now just put these in here too. Okay. I put this hot back on. And they're going to need to boil about 10 or 15 minutes in the pot. I haven't put the crabs in yet. So, here's a look at the Dungeness crabs. Okay, so I've already washed and cleaned the Dungeness crab. And I also have shrimp. And the shrimp have already been deveined and washed. So, let me show you the shrimp. So these are the shrimp. They've already been washed and deveined. Okay. But I'm not going to put them in yet. Like I said, I'm going to let that boil for about 10 or 15 minutes. I also have corn on the cob right here. Sometimes I use fresh corn or frozen. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I use them both. So today I don't have any fresh corn, so I'm going to use these frozen ears of corn. And I have been letting them kind of get room temperature, so I had taken them out of the freezer about 2 hours ago. So here they are. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video right here. And oh, one thing I didn't put, I told y'all about the crab seasoning, right? Didn't even put it in the pot. Alright, so here's the crab boil. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come, and what I like to do, I open mine up. I just push my finger in there, and I open it up, and I pour the contents in the pot. You don't have to do that. Some people like to keep it in the bag because they don't like all those little round seasoning balls, whatever, on their corn or on their crabs. But, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. So again, I'm going to let that boil for about 10 or 15 minutes. And after that, we're going to come back and we're going to add the crabs. They're already pre-cooked when you buy them from the seafood market. I get mine from Publix. And then they're already kind of pre-cooked. Then I'm going to add the shrimp. And finally, I'll add the corn last, because I don't like my corn to get too done. So it'll start to dry out and things like that. So we'll come back in a few minutes, guys. I'll pause the video. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is, the pot has been boiling for about 5 to 7 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and I make 2 sauces to go with my crabs. I make be quiet, Angel. Granny making a video. Okay, this hush. Okay? Alright, so again, I'm making 2 sauces. I make a garlic butter sauce. And then I also make ketchup based sauce, okay?
Mommy.
Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is, like I said, I make 2 sauces to go with my crab boil. I make kind of like the traditional butter garlic sauce. And I also make a ketchup and mayonnaise based sauce, okay? Now, what I have here is 2 sticks of margarine, okay? And then I'm going to put it on kind of medium heat. Now, for my butter sauce, I don't put a lot of different ingredients in there. Basically, I just use the margarine. I use garlic powder. I use a little bit of the adobo Goya. I use Tabasco. And I use a little bit of salt. And I use a little Old Bay. I use the Creole, the Cajun seasoning. Sorry. And then I use a little bit of accent. And then I use lemon, okay? I'm washing my lemon off. And that's basically all I use. Basically, you're just melting the margarine and you're going to add your seasoning. So this is garlic powder. I think I just bought this one. Right? And so you just use, it looks like about 2 tablespoons of that. Cajun seasoning, I use about 1 tablespoon. Old Bay, use about a teaspoon of Old Bay. Tabasco, about a teaspoon of Tabasco. Accent, half a teaspoon of accent. Half a teaspoon of salt. And just a little dash of this going. I don't use a lot of that. And you know, it's going to just simmer. And then when it simmers, I just add the lemon. So I just cut the lemon. And I'm just going to squeeze about this much. So I guess this is about 1/4 of the lemon. And I just squeeze the lemon juice in the pot. That's all. You just squeeze it in there. And baby, that's it. And you just let it simmer. And you're gonna stir occasionally, right? Okay, so that's that. Now, for my ketchup and mayonnaise sauce, basically, I just use let's say it looks like about a half a cup of mayo. Then I use ketchup. Sometimes it's a little runny, so I guess about a quarter of a cup. Then I use a little seasoned salt. Okay. Seasoned salt. I also use garlic salt. Garlic powder. Not much, just a little garlic powder. A little accent. It's like a dash. And then we got the Cajun and the Old Bay. So about a teaspoon of the Cajun and about a teaspoon of the Old Bay. And that's it. I put a little bit of Tabasco. And that's it. And basically you just going to stir it up. And once you stir it, you're going to chill. You got to get it to chill. Wait just a minute. Shh, Granny making a video. Wait just a minute, okay? Alright, so we're going to pause the video 1 minute. Okay, guys. Alright, so here's the ketchup based sauce. And all you do is kind of just stir all the ingredients up together. And gonna chill it in your refrigerator. That's all. There's nothing to it. See it? And it's gonna be delicious, especially with your potatoes and your corn and your eggs and your sausage. Alright. I already made that sauce, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and chill it. Okay. I'm going to check back in the pot, and I'm also checking on my other pot with my garlic butter sauce. So let's go over here, and it's simmering. It smells good, and it looks good. And I taste it because I want to make sure that it has the taste that I need or that I want when I'm eating my crabs and all of what I call the fixings. Okay, so I got both my sauces ready. Okay, and my garlic butter sauce is simmering. My crabs, I haven't put them in the pot yet. It's been about 10 or 15 minutes now, and I see that the sausage and everything is boiling in the pot. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, go back in the room, sweetie. Okay, all right. And let me pause the video for a minute. Okay, so I had to get my daughter to get my little granddaughter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish now. So I'm looking in the pot and the sausage and everything is boiling. So I'm going to let you guys have a look. So let me just move the camera. Okay. So there it is. Alright. And also here is the garlic butter sauce. I'm trying to make sure you can see it. There it is right there. And it's just simmering. Okay. So I want to make sure that I could actually let y'all see it since the camera is over here. And again, I'm just starting out with these videos. Okay, looks pretty good there. So now, what I'm going to do now is I can go ahead and I can add the crabs. Like I said, I already washed these, and these are Dungeness crabs. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently place them in the crab bowl. With everything, the corn, the sausage, the potato, and here the crabs. So what I can do is I can just push them down in the pot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the shrimp as well. And so the shrimp, they're going to get done before anything because it doesn't really take shrimp long. They basically just need to turn pink or red, reddish in color. So I got the shrimp in there as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some of the sausage out, because if the sausage, sometimes it'll bust open, and when it does, you know that it's done. So basically, some of them have already bust open. Some people like them like that, as the flavor goes. I can have them either way. Alright, so, and I just took the sausage out. Crabs are in the pot. Here go the sausage. So I took the sausage out. Alright. So now the crabs are in the pot. And also I put the shrimp in the pot. So the very first thing I'll probably be taking out is the shrimp. And I add the corn as well. And the corn doesn't need to cook long at all. So that's going to be the last thing I add is the corn. Okay guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the top back on it. And the corn, I'm going to give it a wash. Give it a wash. Just wash it off. Put it in the strainer. I just wash it off. Put this away. Clean up as you go. Okay. So. And so I'm kind of look very low because essentially it's done. The shrimp are almost done, so I'm going to give them a couple of minutes. And we're going to come back. Okay guys, so we're finishing up with the video, and I just wanted you to get a look at how the crabs look in the pot and for the crab boil. Alright, can y'all see that? Yeah. And the last thing I'm going to add the corn on the cob. And I added last because, and remember I said be careful with the heat. Basically the corn doesn't need to cook too long. Okay, so it started to dry out. So you want it to be a little, I want mine to be kind of perky. So there's the crab boil, there's the corn, and that's going to cook about 7 more minutes. Okay, we're going to wait about 7 more minutes. Alright, so I've taken everything out of the pot, and so what I'm going to do is, like I said before, sometimes I go ahead and once the eggs boil, I'll crack the eggs and I'll just put them back in the pot. And the reason I do that is because I can turn it off and just let it sit. And what it does is it just adds flavor. So what I could, if you have time, just crack a few of them, put them back in the crab water, and then let them sit for about an hour, and then add them to your crab boil, and then it will add so much flavor. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright guys, let's take a look. Can y'all see that? Okay, look at the crab boil. We got everything in there. We got the shrimp, we got the corn, we got the sausage, we got the eggs, we got the crabs, and we're ready to eat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my 2 sauces. I'm going to get my butter sauce, and I'm going to get my ketchup based sauce. And I'm going to get me something cold to drink, and we're going to get started. Okay guys, so everything's done. Let's look at it. Okay, down just a little. I can't see it. About like that. Yeah. Just up a little. I'm so sorry. Okay, now, so this is the crab boil, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna start helping myself. I get one, get my Dungeness crab. Also, look guys, we got the ketchup based sauce, and we got the garlic butter sauce. So me and my daughter, my granddaughter, we're about to dig in. So I'm getting everything. I want my shrimp, I want my eggs, I want my potatoes, I want my sausage, and I'm going to get me something cold to drink, if you know what I mean. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to dig in, and we're going to pause it right there until my family joins me. It's about to go down, y'all. It's about to go down, down, down. Yeah, did you get you something to drink? No, not yet.
Honey, take the dirt away.
Okay, there you go.
I need to take the dirt away.
I don't know if I can show this.
Mom, I'll take the dirt away.
Wrap it up.
Dada, I'll take the dirt away.
Okay, here.
Raskin!
Okay.
Trash!
Ready for it. You recording now? Uh-huh. I'm recording. I can. Now I can edit it out. We just gonna Go over, right? Woo.
Julia, give me the phone so you sit down, babe.
Jaleel, what you want?
I want the crab and egg.
And what else?
I want a piece of egg.
A piece of egg and what else?
Come over here.
Crab.
Come over here.
Okay, go over there.
Okay.
Right here. Sit down right here. What you want?
I want crab and corn and egg.
Okay, crab, corn, and egg. Okay, all right. So let me get you a crab. You eat crab like grown people.
Ugh, nasty. Ew.
You don't want crab?
Mhm.
Okay, we'll do that. You want corn?
Yes.
And what else?
I want it. Piece
Egg?
of egg. Yes.
An egg, okay. You want some shrimp?
Yes.
You want potatoes?
Yes.
And sauce. You want some sauce?
Yes, please.
Okay, well come on get your sauce.
Okay. I got the phone.
There you have it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now let me eat my sauce. Now is my sauce. Now, what's so scary? Uh-oh.
You okay, Julia?
What? Ah!
Julia, stop, Mom. It's okay.
Okay. You want Brandon open it?
Yes.
Okay, I open it. Look. You see the crab meat?
Yes.
Look. What you gonna do? You gonna dip it in your sauce?
Yeah.
All right. So I got my ketchup based sauce.
Uh-oh, baby drunk it.
Come up to the
I
table.
want some potato.
Come up to the table.
Delicious. Look at my egg with the seasoning. Look at here. Delicious.
Me too.
We about to dig in. We'll see you on our next video.